Yeah, man, say all praises and honor unto Yahawashi, Yahawashi Coming, and double honors to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone. Shalom to all our brothers and out there pushing this truth in all sincerity and in all honesty. This is a brother from James, Jamaica camp. Yashamai.
Ashar.
Awar.
Shapal.
I don't want to do my listen. You know, the banking elites, you know, the rich families of this earth, you know, we've been living the top life, you know, for so long. Right, as scripture says, you know, in Lamentation 4:21, rejoice and be glad, O daughter of Edom, right, because it's a freedom kingdom, right, but, you know, we're going closer and closer now to the second coming of the Lord Yahawashi, right, and Yahawashi is coming back to basically remove the so-called white people, you know, the Edomites, some out of power, you know, and also deliver the elect from the four winds of the earth. Right, rich families basically, you know, even a flight to space, right? Because I can't even scripture, I can't buy prophecy, Amos 9. You have certain places with a space, you know, where these rich families, higher ups, are going to flee to when all they break loose. Right? So we see everything I put into place. You have this documentary you know, on YouTube, you know, these Edomites, you know, basically in the bunker, going on in the bunker, touring on the bunker, and showing the different levels, you know, on the bunker or them have on the ground. Right? So them have them places where them basically prepare to flee to when all they break loose. You know, based off of what's taking place now, you know, right across the world now, you know, all the prophecies and all the moves they make, you know, we're moving closer and closer to the time of Jacob's trouble. Right? And all these things gonna happen. These men gonna flee to them bunkers. Right? To basically fulfill the prophecies written over thousands and thousands of years ago. Can go on, brother?
Alright, this is article from CBS News, basically it says 20th July 2021. It says Jeff Bezos and Blue Origin complete successful space flight, which just go a little bit above the Earth atmosphere. You never go in a space really because hey, you know the so-called white man is a liar, you know. It says it's riding his own rocket, Amazon and Blue Origin founder. It says Jeff Bezos streak into space Tuesday on a 10-minute up and down flight, a high-tech joyride that sets the stage for the start of commercial passenger service later this year. So they basically them make a move, say boy, them a test flight going to space. So them a start it as a commercial passenger thing. So people are going to start paying money to go to space. But actually, as them say, then go view the earth. Hey, and this man is so we show you the evil thoughts that he's having in his head, man. See? And how this man respect the most side. He basically go up there and him say him look down on the earth and him say, oh, the earth so beautiful. Them should have all them factories and places and take all the factories and them greenhouses and them things them will spill a whole heap of chemical for the earth and that thing them and put them in outer space. See? and like you know, create things out of space instead of do it for the earth, you pollute the earth. Man. So this man a plan like him not talk like him don't want to go pollute out of space. No. See?
Says Amos 9 and verse 2. Say though they dig into hell, then shall my hands take them.
So if I say though they dig into hell, you know, talking about, you know, the underground bunkers. Right? Because as I mentioned, these men gonna flee to them bunkers as when all they break loose on the earth, they're gonna flee to these bunkers here. So she say though they dig into hell, when they run go hide, they're them underground bunkers so them have prepared, you know, the banking elite and all these rich top families of the earth. She say then send my and take them. Go on.
Though they climb up into heaven, thence will I bring them down.
So though they climb up into heaven, or they flee to them retreat, you know, place them out of space, the Yahawashi Coming get them same way. So you have certain places where they prepare already to flee to. You know, because you know the elite, you know, them feast somehow they will basically come rebuild after this coming destruction. That's what they plan. Right? They come rebuild. But Yahawashi basically, Yahawashi Coming go fling a monkey range and plan in a Job 20 and 22. In the fullness of his sufficiency, large shall cast a few of his wrath upon him. One brother?
Obviously, them are rebuild, them plan to do something similar to like the series, the 100. Then, like you know, them have that, them thing where them go past space, go stay after the nuclear. And after a couple of years, them come down. See?
And though they hid themselves on the top of Carmel,
and run go hide in the mountains, God.
I will search and take them out thence. And though they hid from my sight in the bottom of the sea, thence will I command the serpent, and it shall bite them.
So Leviathan gonna get them. Right? So all the flee, them are flee. I will hide. Guess what? I'll just fulfill prophecy. Right? This is how we're moving. Right? Everything was predestined, to take place. So these men preparing them bunkers, and after they retreat here that space. It's all they do is that Heavenly Father fulfill prophecy because it's a future prophecy. So they're going to go hide in these bunkers and fulfill prophecy. So the elect, after this nuclear destruction, can come and take them out. Right? Go on, brother.
It says competing head to head. It says competing head to head. Fellow billionaire Richard Branson, who flew into space aboard his Virgin Galactic rocket plane, July 11. Bezos blasted off with his brother Mark and two history-making passengers, 82-year-old aviation pioneer Wally Funk, the oldest person to fly into space, and Oliver Damon, an 18-year-old Dutch student who is the youngest ever to fly into space. So it's like basically it might make comparison between the oldest and the youngest, yeah? So basically it might show them say, boy, hey, we can't carry such guys space or such guys space, man. Like it's a competition thing them run. But hey, these billionaires, them have the money, so them free to do what they want to do with their money. And as we bring it out, see, hey, them in them glory right now. That's why the scripture says rejoice and be glad.
So
Christian people, good evening.
This is Psalm 73
Yeah.
and verse 1.
Alright.
It says, truly is God good to Israel, even to such as have a clean heart. But as for me, my feet were almost gone, my step had well nigh slipped, for I was envious at the foolish when I saw the prosperity of the wicked.
So it's how the scripture says it was envious. But who said Asa. So it was envious at the foolish when they say the prosperity of the wicked. Who is the wicked? Right? Malachi 1 and 4 tell him, he don't. Shall so-called white people today. Shall call them at the border of wickedness. So they see the glory of the so-called white man, the things them have. Right? See, so the scripture says, was envious at the wicked. So they might live. Right? Go on.
So for there are no bonds in their debt, but their strength is firm. They are not in trouble as other men.
Because these men are in trouble as other men, especially us. The Israelites, we are under the curses. We're written in Deuteronomy 28 from the 15th verse right down to the 16th verse. We've been plagued. All different type of sickness here. All different type of problem. So these men are rich. They don't really have no worries. Like the regular Jacob. Thinking about them bills to pay. Food to eat. They have a thing. To them comfort. What, brother?
As a neither are they plagued like other men. Are they plagued? So therefore pride compasseth them about as a chain. Violence covered them as a garment.
Violence covered them as a garment. These men are basically wicked as scriptures people. Say violence cover them because they get blessed to the sword. Right? According to Revelation 6 and 4. Speak about the red horse. Say we're going to remove peace on the earth. So if we remove peace on the earth, we have, war, violence. That's what the so-called white man bring from the time them coming to power, from the late 1300, starting with the Barger family, but known as what the first crime family. Go on, brother?
Alright. So their eyes stand out with fatness.
Gone.
They have more than their heart could wish.
They have what? More than their heart could wish. More than what they could wish for them have you. So these men are really living. These top rich families, these top banking family, they are the one who live. We the Israelites, especially so-called Negroes, exist where exist here. These men are basically where live. The top rich families. So you must say they have more than their heart could wish. What?
So they are corrupt and speak wickedly concerning oppression
And speak
these
out
people have.
wickedly concerning oppression. So they speak wickedly concerning us. Right? So people say their eyes are privately set against the poor. What?
So they set their mouth against the heavens,
Gone.
and their tongue walketh through the earth.
Gone.
Therefore, his people return hither,
Gone.
and water from a full cup are wrung out unto them.
Gone.
And they say, how doeth God know?
Gone.
And is there knowledge in the Most High?
Gone. So there's what? Knowledge in the most side. Because so-called white man, them to do good anyway. Right? So them say they want to be like what? The most side. So they might bring freedom way of life. You have this Georgia Guidestone. They have a series of commandments. So they want to make freedom one commandment.
Yep.
Right? Say, first commandment number one, maintain a humanity and 500 million.
Gone.
Right? So they want to pay for them one God. They want to be them. Keep us in
Because they pray they have to see it.
they can bring it down for me. Ezekiel 28. I think Ezekiel 28 and about 2, I believe. Go on.
So verse 12.
Go on.
So, verse 12 said, behold, these are the ungodly
Gone.
who prosper in the world.
Go on.
They increase in riches.
They want increase in riches.
Gone.
Go on.
This is Ezekiel 28 and verse 2 says, So that man say unto the prince of Tyrus,
Go on.
Thus saith the Lord Yahweh,
Go on.
because thine heart is lifted up,
Because their heart is lifted up. So metaphor for the so-called white man, the prince of Tyrus.
Go on.
Elites. Go on.
and
Rich
thou hast said, I am God,
family. So they must say, I am God. Go on.
I sit in the seat of God,
Go on.
in the midst of the
In
seas.
the midst of the sea. The sea basically represent people.
Go on.
Right in a Luke, in Isaiah, I believe, Isaiah 14, he's saying sit in the congregation in the north. Right? They're talking about North America. Right? My brother?
It says, Yet thou art a man and not God.
Gone. A so-called white man gonna know that very, very soon. These top rich families, things that some of them are gonna use this third reservoir destruction to them advantage to basically usher in the new world order. They're gonna know that.
God.
So they're a man and not a God. Right? Because they might come from the Caucasus Mountain, between the Black Sea and the Caspian Sea. And look at them rich right now. Them think them are God. Them think them can't fight against Yahawashi, the man who created them.
God.
That's how them lift up with pride.
Gone.
What's people say? Read that part again, brother. Read that part again.
Says back in verse 2 says because thine heart is lifted up,
Gone.
and thou hast said, I am God,
Gone.
I sit in the seat of God,
Gone.
in the midst of the seas, yet thou art a man and not God.
Gone. So do what? Man and not God. Gone.
Thou set thine heart as the heart of God.
You lift up with pride. Over there, 1 and 3. So the pride of thine heart, deceive thee, thou that dwellest in the cliffs of the rocks. One, whose habitation is thine. One.
Alright, this is Job 20 verse 22. It said, in the fullness of his sufficiency.
Because when you say the banking leads, the wicked rulers of this society, things that they are going to accomplish them new world order, or they are about to accomplish it. So when scripture says, in the fullness of their sufficiency, go on.
Say, he shall be in
It
straits.
shall be in a position of difficulty. Go on.
Every hand of the wicked shall come upon him.
Every hand of the wicked. And the Hebrew word there for wicked is Iman, which means a laborer. Right? Talking about our people. We've been laboring you know, for so long in this wicked society. You know, we build this society we're living in. Go on.
He said, when he is about to fill his belly,
When he's about to accomplish a new world order. Go on.
Yahawashi shall cast the fury of his wrath upon him,
Go on.
and shall rain it upon him while he is eating.
And shall rain it upon him while he's eating.
Gone.
So all the plan, Yahawashi shall just make him reach that limit. Then in destroy whole plan. Right? Go on, brother.
He said,
Go on, say it.
he said, he shall flee from the iron weapon, and the bow of steel shall strike him true.
You shall flee from the iron weapon. Talking about the ICBM missiles. I'm going to flee from these missiles. You know, run to them bunkers or them retreat area for them about a space. What?
It is drawn and cometh out of the body,
Nuclear silo. What?
yea, the glittering sword cometh out of his gall. Terrors are upon him.
Gone. Exactly.
One.
Right, I finish? I finish?
Yeah.
Go on.
Okay, I'm more in the still before I'm continuing.
Yeah,
back in the-
continue, go on.
This is Isaiah 47 and verse 8 says, Therefore hear now this, thou that art given to pleasures, that dwellest carelessly, that sayest in thine heart, I am, and none else beside me.
Gone.
I shall not sit as a widow, neither shall I know the loss of children. But these two things shall come to thee in a moment, in one day, the loss of children and widowhood.
Gone. Hey, and this is the thing, you know, with these so-called white people, especially the Americans, right? People say them dwell safely, right? Because the average people living in America, they feel like nothing at all, you know, could never happen to America. Even a lot of so-called Jamaicans will leave Jamaica because the whole crime and violence that take place out in Jamaica. A lot of them flee to America and feel that somehow nothing at all can happen to them, right? Then they're the golden city, nothing at all can happen to them, right? America been destroying nations for years, right? Bombing countries, you know, destroying families, right? So we live at the time now when these things that America been doing to all these nations over the years, gonna go return unto them.
God.
So she said, these things are come today in a
One
moment.
day.
What?
In a moment, in
What?
one day,
In one day,
the
what?
loss of children and
Loss
widowhood,
of children and widowhood, what?
they shall come upon thee in their perfection,
Gone.
for the multitude of thy sorceries,
Gone.
and for the great abundance of thine enchantments.
Gone.
For thou hast trusted in thy wickedness, thou hast said, none seeth me. Thy wisdom and thy knowledge, it hath perverted thee.
Gone.
And thou hast said in thine heart, I am, and none else beside me.
And said nobody can stop them there. Right? To the level a control, you know, and knowledge that them have right now, they say nobody can stop them. But Yahawashi, you know, is coming back for basically remove them from out of power. And because they're on the top now, because people say in a Psalms 74 I believe, 6, say promotion coming neither from 75. Promotion coming neither from the east, nor from the west, nor from the south. But Yahweh is the judge. He put it down one and set it upon another. So the reason why they in power, because the Heavenly Father want to put them in power. But then if he say because of, you know, for them one power or for them one will, why them ruling over all these nations?
Because the seed,
God,
which is getting
by the seed.
by the seed.
God, the kingdom is translated from
For one people to one.
definition.
Finish?
Okay, finish. Please
Yeah,
continue.
bro. Isaiah 14 and verse 12 says, or art thou fallen from heaven, O Lucifer, son of the morning? Or art thou cut down to the ground, which didst weaken the nations?
Guns, right? And we Lucifer basically go back to, you know, the Hebrew word Ayalal, which basically means a morning star, day star, right? A light bearer, right? Go on.
For thou hast said in thine heart,
Go on.
I will ascend into heaven, I will exalt my throne above the stars of God. I will sit also upon the mount of the congregation
Go on.
in the sides of the north.
Which is North America. Go on.
I will ascend above the heights of the clouds.
Go on.
I will be like the Most High.
Go on. So people say what? I'll be like what? The Most High. Right? People say thou art a man and not God. And so-called white man gonna learn at you. The hard way. Right? Just like a fool. So people say, even for the same purpose, the Lord raise up Pharaoh. Saying can basically show him power.
Go on,
So so-called